Understanding DeFi. Part 1. Its opportunities, its risks, and how to make informed decisions. Before we get into anything technical, I want to be clear about what this guide is actually for, what you are going to get out of it concretely. I want to give you a global vision first, the right foundation before we go into the details. Investing has always had one big problem, and that problem has always been cash flow. Think about how most investors approach crypto. They buy, they hold, they watch the price, and they wait. That is the entire strategy. And for most people, that is all they do. We lived through this recently, in 2025. Long stretches where nothing moved, no bull run, no crash, just silence. And if you had deployed all your capital during that period, for the entire time between your investment and today, you were doing absolutely nothing. You became a simple sandbag getting crushed by the market. That is critical to understand. When we invest our capital, and once that capital is deployed, nothing happens. It just sits there. Every serious asset class has a solution to this problem. It is called cash flow. Cash flow is the income an asset produces while you hold it. A rental apartment generates rent every month. A stock portfolio generates dividends. A bond generates interest. These incomes arrive regardless of what the market is doing, whether prices are up, down, or completely flat. The capital works, it produces, it generates a continuous stream for a long time. Crypto offered almost none of this. Here is something important to understand. This idea is not new. Banks and large financial institutions have done this for decades. They take their clients' money, they put it to work in loans, in markets, in placements, and they earn returns from it. You, until recently, had no access to those tools. DeFi changes that. Decentralized finance, the DeFi, gives you access to the same mechanisms. You deposit your assets into financial protocols. Those protocols use them to let others trade, borrow, and exchange. In return, you receive a share of the fees those activities generate. Your chaos is still there. It still belongs to you, but at the same time, it is producing. You can even become a real participant in this system, actively, passively, semi-passively. The tools are there. The choice is yours. Let us go back to those flat markets. Before DeFi, you wait. That is all you can do. With DeFi, your capital keeps turning. Fees accumulate. Rewards keep coming. Even when markets are falling, you can still generate income. That is one of the simplest opportunities to understand in this space. And it is available in bull markets, bear markets, and sideways markets alike. You are no longer a spectator. You are participating in the system, and you are being paid for it. My goal is not to turn you into a full-time DeFi operator. My goal is for you to be capable of acting, of building simple plans and strategies on Kaspa DeFi platforms like ZealousSwap. I currently run my own strategy there. I have thought through how I want to manage my spot holdings, how I want to manage my DeFi positions, how everything fits together, the crypto I already own, the yield I generate from it, and how I deploy that yield. I am not asking you to build something complicated, but by the end of this series, you will have all the elements to build something that works for you. And this is also not reserved for experts. I started knowing nothing. I made mistakes, I learned, and I generate regular income from my assets in the Kaspa ecosystem. What I am going to show you is exactly that path. Step by step, no unnecessary jargon. With real examples. In this series, we move forward together. We will secure your wallet before doing anything else. We will bring your first assets into the ecosystem. We will discover ZealousSwap, the main DEX on Kaspa. We will create your first liquidity pool together. We will harvest your first rewards. And we will build a simple strategy adapted to your profile. Each episode has one concrete goal. I do not just watch, you understand. Then you act. But before we talk about protocols and returns, there is something far more important, your security. That is the subject of the next episode, and it is probably the most important one in this entire series.